Something interesting I want to talk to you, not about the newest chapter, but about chapter 49, and one thing that Zai Yang said. What Zai Yang said was that Koga must be one of those impatient millennials. Now this, to many, would be weird, because as this one person pointed out, millennials are everybody aged 25 to 39, but there are a few things I want to mention before I get into my main theory. First of all, many characters like Kuroki, Sekibayashi, and Wataratsuki, who is now in Omega 42, are way older than what needs to be considered a millennial. The second thing is that while we haven't really seen that much of the worm studying in this particular thing, I mean, there was the brain, but that's not really that much into genetics. I just want to talk about it. Could the worm be going into genetics, or more likely slowing down the aging process? You see, in the world of Kengan Ashura and Kengan Omega, one person can take down 100. You can look at Omar, even at the start of the series, could take down easily 80 people. So you really wouldn't want your highest assets, people like Zai Yang, people like Edward Wu, people like the mysterious fighter, the mysterious Nico-style fighter, to just be completely gone by the age of 70 or 80. So a lot of people are saying that there's been genetic slowing, and that people like Zai Yang could be older than what they seem, like in their 50s or 60s possibly even. Which I find would actually make a lot of sense in the world of King and Ashura and how the worm would actually play it. You see, the worm has been around for probably around a few thousand years, 3 or 4,000, probably since the start of the Kura clan, which I think was around for 2,000 years. So, if this is true, and if they've been around for 2,000 years, and they already have gotten lots of power as they were able to fund Undermount, the corporation, and they may have even been possible for Undermount's massive success in the start there, so it's highly likely that the worm has been slowing down aging. This link over here goes to this page, where it actually shows that, well, sadly, there wasn't that much other than this, even though I remember there have been tons of articles, but they were most likely tabloid articles. So it shows that slowing down aging is possible, although you can't really slow it down that much. You see, these people have shed off 2.5 years of their biological ages on average. So it's hardly, and if the author does choose to use his usual pseudoscience, it could be possible that Zai Yang is possibly in his 50s or 60s, or even significantly older, and they just want to keep around the oldest. Because think about it, it would make sense to keep around somebody like Nico and all that, people who have hundreds of techniques, people who are super geniuses in their fighting style. To keep them around would be a massive asset to any organization, to any group. Imagine Gaumukaku, when he was fighting in the inside, aged twice as slowly. He could have actually conquered it, or at least developed such a dangerous style, so much more dangerous than what the Nico style is, that he could have conquered it. Imagine people like Nico being much older than they were, teaching Omar much more than he had at that time. That would mean that basically they would be unstoppable. Imagine it. Imagine the worm having 20 people like Zai Yang, elders who should be dead in their 120s, 140s, people from multiple generations back, people from the First World War and before that, all hanging around. They would be an unstoppable organization, because there'd be so many mentors, so many ways for people to gain unbelievable power, whether it be the Nico style's Fallen Demon or Advance, the Russian style's That State, whatever it's called, Nico style's Autophagy, anything. You would have a near unstoppable organization. It also seems my other videos just finished uploading.